Welcome back to Disco, people. So, what we're going to do in this episode, I think, we're just going to stick to the kind of fishing village side of Martinez because there's a bunch of people around here during the day that we didn't get to see when it was late night time. So, we're going to try and talk to them. I'm just going to have a quick look at the boardwalk where we found the body. What did we find in here? Oh, just some extra cash. I think we probably need a skill to unlock some of these. So is there anything that's moved here now? Or is he just gone? He's just gone. Okay, so yeah, we've got a few people we can talk to. Over here we've got the two kids. We've got Sona in relation to a quest. I've just gone blank. But not her actual quest, but a side quest because it's about radio computers. We've got the signatures we need to explore, and we've got the chaps who are having a few drinks around the bonfire as well, who we can talk to, I believe. So we'll try and do all that while we're over here before we talk to Titus, the scab leader, and all that kind of high stakes stuff. Let's talk to some nice kids instead of Kuno and Kuno West, maybe. Hey there, kids.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old.
Lillian's twin.
He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
The other, Lillian's other twin. They're identical twins. So you must be Lillian's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Very much in contrast to Kuno, right?
Lily's our mum.
Explains the other one, tongue still lolling out of his mouth. Yeah, I know.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders.
Let's say that they were 5. Can't be more than 5, right? So it might be younger.
The other one laughs as well. Maybe there's some kind of reason why they're laughing. An interesting reason, somehow tied to the case.
What are you laughing about?
The boy stops laughing and looks at his toes. Oh, okay. So now he's shy. Now he's not talking. Just wobbling around like he's afraid of something.
I don't think you're the right person to consult on talking to small children, Half-Light. So you're identical twins.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
The other one says. Yeah, I know.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again.
You're bad with kids.
The lieutenant remarks with evident glee. And what are you, Kidmaster General?
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
Alright, see you later, kiddies. I'm not going to call them stupid. We could... This is our logic hat, isn't it? But I don't want to lose the perception, so... one of you had a go at me for taking the tie off. You guys need to tell me whether this removes the dialogue. If taking the horrific necktie off stops it from popping up in conversations, because I like the stat boost of this other tie, so... Right, gents, it's a bit early for having a drink, isn't it?
Hey, tequila!
Idiot doom spiral. A 30-something man clad in a 2-piece Lycra TM trademark tracksuit puts down his Pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Maybe we got drunk with these guys before. Let's just shake his hand.
So what's happening?
Tequila?
Yeah, tequila sunset.
He takes a sip.
How are the High concept, reality-based adventures proceeding.
Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later.
Not too hot. I'm on a 50-year-old losing streak. Or reality? It makes me aggressively sad. Don't know. People tell me I'm a cop. I'm getting used to that. I've re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend it to my will. I am the law. Nothing special. Like everyone else, I have all sorts of wild thoughts running through my head. But then pick the most boring one. People tell me I'm a cop. I'm getting used to that.
It's good to hear that you're on top of things. Talking about used to, did you know that I used to be a real mover and shaker?
He thoughtfully picks at his shit-stained liquor jacket. Sounds a bit like us, right?
Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
Takes a sip from his beer. This really sounds like us.
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity of drunks.
Did you and your pals sign this document? Is that who we need to sign it? Get Isabel and Lillian in the nameless fishing village down the coast to sign Everart's document. Once the signatures are secured, mail the document to Everart's accountant using the mailbox on the plaza in front of the whirling. Find someone to sign the document instead of the intended signees. Forget the signatures. Forge the signatures, sorry. But somewhere private where you feel safe enough to sleep. I don't want to do either of these things. So we could, if the other option, right, was to lie to Everart, because we haven't got the signatures. What do you guys do around here? Just get drunk?
We are saving the world.
He looks at his comrades.
Please! Please don't call! Don't call!
Begs the man in the pipe. Don't call him a comrade.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out.
Now you're giving up.
So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
What's a tequila sunset? You keep saying it. It's a cocktail.
It's you.
Oh.
Your tequila sunset.
Oh, that's not... We've been drinking with these guys and this is our nickname. How do you know this?
We've met before. Don't you remember?
No.
Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be?
Okay.
Tequila Sunset. Something ominous there.
For some reason, the name tequila fills me with foreboding. Maybe I shouldn't learn what it means. Man, tequila. I've had... Back in the day, tequila always resulted in some rough nights. I'd put it on a list of stuff that I would... I don't drink at all anymore, but... I would never ever drink any tequila again unless it was in like a really watered down cocktail or any kind of sambuca or aniseed based drink. The smell of aniseed, anything, just knocks me sick. No, go ahead. We need. It's best to learn.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday, and by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
Was I alone?
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story.
Okay.
Stop interrupting.
He takes another sip and then continues.
You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head, right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
Oh yeah, not the first time this comes up. Go on, please continue.
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling.
Yeah, I presume so.
One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed.
Yeah, I know that I crashed it, mate.
Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for tequila sunset, the end of all things."
Oh god, what happened next? Say nothing. It's more dignified that way. Every word I said was true. Tequila sunset will break the looms of reality. Sure. Every word I said was true.
Yeah, looms. Why not? Then you jammed the pedal and plowed right off the jetty and through the ice. We ran towards the ice whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us,
Yeah,
which
thanks.
you naturally agreed to.
Yeah, that was a great idea.
We asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
So is it the name of like an event or a name then?
I'm not sure. I think you were the event. Tequila sunset. You know, as opposed to a tequila sunrise, which is long gone.
Tequila sunset, huh? It sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
He smiled. How long did we party for though?
Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
Not sure about that.
If you only knew.
So it's interesting how interconnected a lot of the storylines are in this game. You know, in terms of like little bits that we learn about ourselves mirroring things that other characters are apparently going through, right? Because it feels like this kind of being upset over a woman who's either left us or died. You know, maybe it's like similar to Clashy's and her kind of tortured relationship with Lely and Ruby. Right? You know, these guys kind of giving up and drinking, similar to our story. Okay. Did I tell you anything specific about this person that fucked me?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
Okay.
Please, don't open that door.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Yeah, of course you do, Captain Van Dyke.
Abigail.
It seemed pretty painful, to
Abigail.
be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
Did I mention losing anything else?
Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy.
You know, it's interesting, right? Like, the kind of heartbreak and just... I don't know, I guess it is bereavement, whether it's from someone dying or someone leaving Harrier. You know, you like to think that as you get older, this kind of stuff wouldn't maybe bother you as much, but it just really isn't the case. Like, I think the idea of, you know, you still go through kind of the same things with this stuff as you get older. Maybe you become a bit more cynical to the beginnings of them, but once you're in the midst of it, the results are only ever going to be the same thing, you know, with heartbreak and things like that.
In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's
Yeah.
a big one.
Did I mention my colleagues?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
I hadn't met you yet, though, Kimmy.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
True.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.
Did I say anything about the murder?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
He takes a strong quaff of his beer.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
Did we talk about politics at all?
Yeah, you said that it was okay that you crashed your carriage because the spectral hand of the market was guiding you.
Right.
This was before you started talking about how the Pinkies were always trying to fuck you.
Did you get a read on what kind of policeman I was?
You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop and for the damage you've inflicted on everyone around you.
I wonder if this changes depending on how we've portrayed ourselves as a player over these few days. Do you know what I mean? Because I think I've got the reputation as being a bit of a sorry cop. Yeah. And a boring cop. My political spread is pretty all over the place, right? That's pretty true to what I was saying. I don't really believe in any of these ideologies, absolutely. Apocalypse cop, though.
You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid, stupid, stupid."
Maybe our heartbreak is self-inflicted then. Maybe I don't think I need to hear any more, chaps.
It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
Yeah, that's true. You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Want to tell me another one sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
He says, slapping his knee. You want to tell me how you became Idiot Doom, Spiral?
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
A quest? Yes, please.
You might get scammed here.
Huh. I have a feeling that this is going to cost me a lot.
No, the reality of the situation requires a rather modest contribution. A little motivational package.
Do you need alcohol?
Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier.
He taps his finger to his temple.
So, have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
Alright, these increase our stats, so I can't give these away lightly, but let's give him the potent pilsner. I can't remember what it increases, but
Not much, but it will do.
he grabs the bottle from your hand and uncorks it immediately.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
One of the other bums interjects.
Don't call Abigail.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here.
He turns to us.
Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George, but around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual, a founder/junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm.
Go on.
I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
How many people were working for you?
22 full-time employees, an all-star team, a potentially historical set of individuals. Worrying about them often kept me up well into the morning hours.
Did the jogging help?
It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
He says thoughtfully, brushing dust off his shit-stained pants.
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
He shakes the bottle and makes a ringing sound.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see. At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
How wet?
It was a day not unlike this one here.
You both glance skyward.
I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
Carry on.
Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
Shocking. What happened next?
I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
He pauses meaningfully.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in.
Your memory's worse than mine, mate.
Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this. So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
It seems an awfully simple explanation as to why you've ended up here if it's just about forgetting keys. Wait, is that it? I feel like there are some steps missing. I'm almost homeless myself, doesn't seem so bad. Look on the bright side, you've got one hell of a story. And do you realise that this is your own fault? This is the black point in the world, a hole. It's already claimed an entire commercial area. Maybe you're another one of its victims. I feel like there are some steps missing.
Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time. If there was anything else to it, I would have thought of it by now.
Why didn't you go to the authorities?
Well, at one point they came to me, but, you know, I didn't have any ID on me, so they tossed me in jail for 2 days. I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen.
He shakes his head. There's this black point in the world, a hole. It's already claimed an entire commercial area. Maybe you're another one of its victims.
This would explain a lot. I always believed it wasn't my fault that I ended up homeless on the beach with these two bums.
I mean, people do end up in situations like this through kind of just a domino effect of just unlucky circumstances, right? You know, it's not unheard of. People just get kind of churned up by the system and spat back out, right? Not to say that there won't be people in a situation who are there through some fault of their own, but again, that's like, this is part of the argument of how much of a duty of care society should have to people, right? You'd argue that no society should ever have anyone who's homeless. There should be some sort of state funded accommodation, right, so that people don't end up living in squalor, whether it's their own fault or not.
God bless them, though. I'd be alone without them. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one.
Why'd you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too.
Oh, I've
The
got
only
that
things I
jacket.
haven't lost are these two drunks.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
What was the name of your agency?
My agency, man. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting.
Takes a long melancholic slip.
I convinced my
Sit.
partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy.
I've no idea what his business is about at all.
I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language.
Ugh.
But then it all went to shit.
He looks towards the bay. I've no idea what he's talking about. Mixing oil paintings and breasts to make ads isn't high art, it's just cynical wankery. That's so high concept, I have no idea what it means. Man, mixing high and low, commodifying culture, that's extremely my shit. I have no idea what it means, dude.
I know. It was fucking awesome. Until I went on a jog, unleashing a cascade of doom that washed it all away.
What's up with the tracksuit, man?
What? You've never seen 100% lycra before? Go on, feel that primo material.
The man extends his arm.
Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly.
He takes another sip. Honestly, I've never worn a tracksuit in my life.
Good God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for having touched it. Randomized trials have also found Lycra, TM, to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant cancers. So you also have that to look forward to.
Great.
And then there's the smell. But you don't even want to think about that.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them any time.
And who are these two?
My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics? They're exactly what they look like.
Hey, tequila! You want to buy some speed?
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
Don't call Abigail.
And this is Abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together.
That's Abs. That is Abigail. It's about this jacket. I think we already found it.
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my Lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
I think I already found it.
Holy shit! Tequila, how did you... Never mind, I don't care. Just let me see the jacket.
Sure.
Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this?
We left it outside for a week.
I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards.
Okay.
Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to burn it in.
He hands it to you.
You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing.
Sure. Let's just show him the letter.
What's it about? I'll let my hand address the situation. Maybe you've heard. I used to be a very successful businessman. I've signed more than a few lease forms or whatever the fuck they were. Anyone's got a pen? The pro's gonna do it.
Oh, never mind. I don't know if I want people to sign this just
I
yet.
got a freebie when I purchased a whole
Uh-oh.
carton of cigarettes. Smoke cigarettes, get a free pen. Deals don't come any sweeter.
He produces a white pen with brown logos.
The writing under the tiny crown logo reads, Royal Extra.
Thanks, Rosie.
He grabs the pen and paper from your hands very carefully, scribbles on the dotted line, Idiot Doom Spiral. I need at least 2.
Hey, Abs!
Don't you? You call Abigail?
Oh no!
I need you to sign this document right here.
Why did I do this?
It's important.
Don't call her.
Don't call Abigail. Great job, Abs. Nailed it. No problem. Now, where did I put that?
It's fucking hard work done for the day, man.
Don't call Abigail.
Shit.
Thank you for your services, gentlemen. Should we go and mail these? I think I saw a mailbox on the plaza.
Few more questions.
Okay, what's on your mind? You too,
Yes.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound weird together. Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bayi, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Action.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Nice. I wish I hadn't asked them about the signatures. That's so stupid. First, let's make this absolutely clear. No one is saying you're an actual superstar in the groupies and cocaine riddled with hepatitis C. Strikes a lionesque pose with a mic kind of way. You're not Guillaume Le Million or Davy Lewis. No. You're a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll authenticity and passion to a line of work where people don't expect or want to see it, where some would say it doesn't belong. Law enforcement. Interesting. I'm annoyed that I've got those signatures like that. I didn't really intend for that. Did we need to speak to the old lady a bit more?
The old woman still hums her unknown song. She opens her eyes to acknowledge your presence.
Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
So we needed a signature from her and... yeah.
Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Freighter Harrier Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
Ah, I've got rid of the signatures. That's going to screw up the quest. Can we change it? Ah, shit, Matt. I can't believe I've screwed that up. Oh, damn it, man. Ah, crap. I thought I was just like asking them about it. I didn't know they were going to sign it. Is there anywhere where we could sleep around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
A soapy thumb points to the building behind her. How much is it?
I won't charge you for it.
Oh,
Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
okay, sure.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
That's awesome. The key appears from under her apron. She hands it to you.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room. Should he? This environment encourages one thing, and one thing only. Drinking.
What's in this village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
Why?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
Who else lives here?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east. But they're away right now.
She nods her head across the courtyard. I'm really annoyed about that, getting the signatures on that.
And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
I've met Lillian.
Lillian is tough. Tougher than the men here, at least. If it wasn't for her and the kids, this place wouldn't have a spark of life left.
Met the drunks too.
I'm sure you did. Nature keeps them in rotation. A new face pops up every now and then, and an old one disappears and is forgotten. This is who we are.
There's got to be something here.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
What do you mean?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain.
She looks toward the buildings to the south.
After the war, It was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinderblock houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
I'm so annoyed about those signatures. I'm such an idiot. This is the only time I'm genuinely thinking about reloading. I'm not going to do it. But...
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find. She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
Could you wash this jacket for me?
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
The lieutenant says, rubbing his thigh. Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner.
Thanks, miss. I've forgotten her name already. Is there a chance we could rub out their signatures?
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. The youth center cuts into the...
Shit. Right, this jacket will be usable now. One to pain threshold and half-life, and one to drama. Looks alright. I guess we're going to give it back. Maybe he'll trade us his ugly jacket. His greasy jacket. We can clean that as well.
Tequila sunset.
Here's your jacket, dude.
My jacket?
Yeah, the one you told me to clean.
A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle, then back at you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Rosemary, what the fuck is Tequila talking about?
Aye, that's the jacket you stole 2 weeks ago. From the kid who was making it with his gal on the beach.
That's disgusting. I've never done anything like that in my life. You're both delusional. Found. That's medium concept stuff.
It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys, business, friends, and girlfriend.
I went through some dark shit to get this for you. Take the jacket.
You know what? Fine. Maybe I can pawn it for some booze.
Aye, good thinking.
Damn it. Right, skill point. I think suggestion needs a bit of love and attention here. I know we've got a thought that we could put in, but we've only got what, 4 slots left. Let's just wait and see what this check was for Lillian. I know we needed to come here without Kimmy though, so...
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
So yeah, we'll come back here without Kimmy, and we'll ask her about all this stuff later. So that's a nighttime job. Right, barbell, monument. I mean, probably it's going to be difficult to hit anyway. Let's just have a look in here first. There might be some stuff in here.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Let's have a look.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the Whirling in Rags for the night.
Yes, yes, yes.
We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Let's just see. There might be some items in here. Who knows? We can. It means we can save up our cash a bit. I wish I would have discovered this yesterday. You see the waves, the sea, and a church. And old science fiction magazines, books about birdwatching, an almanac from '39. This intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth. The floorboards creak under your step. Is this another mirror?
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with...
Ooh, Koryev jacket. That looks slick. Oh, that's quite disco, that, I have to say. That help. The logic will help. We've not got another logic jacket, have we? That'll help with Titus. Yeah, nice. Nice, nice, nice.
The bed is comforting.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, Kimmy. So I think that's kind of everyone, right? I really hate what I've done with the signatures. That's not what I meant. But... because I doubt that they want this kind of thing here. And if we end up having like a moment with Lillian now, it's going to make us come across like a bit of a scumbag. Damn it. I'm pretty sure we can't get into this building. Can we? This old hospital. No, there's no way in, dude. Alright, that pretty much leaves us with Titus, right? Titus, Measurehead, and the Scab Leader. I'll keep the skill point available in case we need to refresh the logic check, which is not what I want to do, but we need to find Ruby, right? Oh, we need to talk to Kuno as well. Damn it. Alright, Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
You wouldn't happen to know anything about any missing locusts, would you?
No. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Uh-oh.
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
What's this about?
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Right, kid. We're gonna get some evidence on you. Let's check out his... No! Wasn't quick enough. I'm really annoyed about the signatures. So stupid. It's crawling with locusts in here.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case.
The lieutenant looks around, writes something in his notebook and turns to you.
Of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Precisely.
Yes. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough.
The phasmid must be nearby.
If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Kuno. The phasmid doesn't exist.
Yeah, alright, buddy. I was playing along with your sarcasm.
But what do I know?
You should talk to Kuno.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Ugh. Alright. Okay, so we'll deal with Kuno, maybe go and tell Morel and Lena. And then maybe next episode we'll talk to Titus and the scab leader. The sound of melting snow dripping off the roof is strange. Oh, a bucket. Oh, that's up there, isn't it? Alright, you little thief.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I know we found the locusts.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
He says slowly, meeting your gaze with sullen defiance.
So it wasn't the phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
I was really hoping it would be the Reed phasmid that ate the locust, not you. You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, and you go and build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Stop!
She wails from behind the fence, then buries her head in her hands.
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
You're sounding like a real weeb here, Kuno.
The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
What are you, some kind of artist now?
Maybe I am.
Fair enough. It's cool to make art. This will make him stop because he doesn't want to be regarded as cool by us.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open, but they don't give.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
But don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
The laden silence fills the yard.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window. So that's what this is about.
That depends on the choices you make, young girl. Me and Kuno have discussed this. I promised I won't do that. Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Disappears entirely behind the fence.
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face.
I need you to stop taking the locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. These locusts are bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now.
Good.
She was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
What does it mean, this city of locusts?
It don't mean anything.
Yeah, I didn't think
shit.
so.
Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
Turns his face to the heavens.
Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
Sweet. What are you going to do to the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Alright, that's settled.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
None of your business.
Yeah, whatever.
Right. Let's go and tell the zoologists. They can still keep checking their traps. Where do we post these letters then? Do we just give them to Everard? In the... Can't think where that is. Hey, Morel.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So he was just a child.
He purses his lips, crestfallen.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
Yeah.
She acts chipper, but something's changed in her tone. A hidden worry. Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season when it's warmer.
Man, I'm really feeling this is costing me time on my main investigation. It's not worth risking your health. You should call it a day and go home. I'd offer to help, but I have my own things to do. Maybe, damn it, maybe I can still restock the trap for you. Come too far to quit. I'm going to restock the trap. Let's do this.
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we?
Leave it out, Kimmy.
Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
I'll do what I want, Kimmy.
He wants to see this tale through as much as you. Otherwise, he'd have stopped this already. But he cannot let it drag out after this.
Yes, yes.
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
She nods to her husband.
These are fresh fractured locusts. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but...
Yeah, that's fine, Morel. Okay, we've got the locusts, we've got a new quest. We've got to find it, man. I really hope this turns out to be true. This would be awesome, right? Hopefully we can find a bit more cash from somewhere. I'm going to leave that episode there, guys. We will try and hit this logic check with Titus in the next episode because it's quite important. I don't know if talking to the scab leader might inform this somehow. I'm not sure. So I don't know whether to do that first. I'm just a bit anxious about talking to him in case it escalates stuff. But we've got quite a few clothes to buff logic now. I think we've got the hat, we've got a jacket, we've got a shirt. Anyway, we'll pick it up from here next time. I hope you enjoyed this one. Leave me a like if you did, and just remember, everybody, never trust and uncrate. I'll see you back in the whirling.